Deep in the heart of a thick and sprawling jungle, a 16-year-old girl named Annika and her friend, a 16-year-old boy named Ronan, were hiking. The two had been inseparable since childhood and were known for their adventurous spirits. But this time, their adventure took an unexpected turn. As they ventured deeper into the emerald labyrinth, the trees seemed to close in around them, the sunlight struggling to penetrate the dense foliage above. Suddenly, Ronan, always the curious one, veered off the path, his eyes fixed on something in the underbrush. "Wait, Annika," he called out, reaching for her hand, but she wasn't there. Panic surged through him as he realized she had vanished. He turned back to where he'd seen her, only to realize that the trail had disappeared. Thick vines and weeds obstructed his way, and the sounds of the forest, usually a comforting chorus, now seemed to mock him with their silence. As tears welled up in his eyes, he stumbled forward, desperate to find her. Meanwhile, Annika, unaware of Ronan's frantic search, had stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood a majestic waterfall cascading down moss-covered stones. But it was the sound that truly captivated her. As the water flowed, it seemed to hum with an otherworldly tune. Intrigued, she stepped closer, and as she touched the water, the sound crescendoed, and the waterfall shimmered, revealing a secret passage. Behind it, Annika cautiously entered the cave, her senses heightened. The air within was cooler, fresher than the humid jungle outside, and as her eyes adjusted to the dim light, she saw an ancient mural on the cave wall. It depicted a young girl who seemed to be beckoning her forward. As Annika moved deeper into the cave, she noticed strange symbols glowing faintly on the ground. Each step she took caused more symbols to light up, forming a path that seemed to lead deeper into the earth. She walked on, her curiosity battling with a growing sense of unease. At the end of the path, she found Ronan. He was kneeling before a similar mural, his face buried in his hands. "Ronan," she called out, rushing to his side. He looked up, his eyes filled with relief. "Annika, you're here," he whispered, his voice hoarse with emotion. Suddenly, the symbols on the ground began to glow brighter, and the murals on the walls shimmered, as if responding to their reunion. The cave echoed with the sound of rushing water, and the ground beneath them trembled. Then, just as abruptly, everything went silent. The glowing symbols faded, the murals dimmed, and the sound of the waterfall returned to its steady rhythm. Outside, the jungle seemed to sigh, the wind rustling through the leaves as if in a hushed whisper. Annika and Ronan emerged from the cave hand in hand, blinking against the bright sunlight. The waterfall was still there, but the cave entrance was gone, leaving no trace of its existence. They looked at each other, then at the spot where the waterfall had receded, and a slow smile spread across their faces. They understood now. The forest had been testing them, trying to see if they could find each other again. And they had done it. Their friendship, forged in countless adventures, had once again triumphed over the challenges that had tried to pull them apart. As they embraced, the jungle around them seemed to sigh contentedly, its emerald depths hiding their secret once more. With renewed determination, they set off to find their way back to the familiar trail, their steps lighter now, their laughter echoing through the ancient trees. For they knew that as long as they had each other, they could navigate any jungle and overcome any challenge that came their way.